Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Jack B. Nimble Reads. Today, we're going to read a story called Have Fun, Molly Lou Melon. And that's Molly Lou right there. She's just a little bitty thing. Molly Lou Melon's toy chest overflowed with who's-a-whatsits in all shapes and sizes. Her grandmother had told her, back in the olden days, I didn't have fancy dolls or action figures. I made them out of twigs, leaves, and flowers like hollyhocks and daisies. So she did just that. Playing with the leaves. I used to make a little talking puppet out of a snapdragon. It's a flower, and when you press it a certain way, it looks like it opens its mouth. Well, Molly Lou Melon's backyard had a big weeping willow and a crumbly rock wall with thingamajigs peeking out of every crevice. Her grandmother had told her, back in the olden days, I didn't have a store-bought dollhouse. I made one in my backyard. What do you think Molly's going to do? So she did just that. Looks like she had fun in that tree. Molly Lou Melon's garage was full of colorful boxes and crates. Her grandmother told her, back in the olden days, I didn't have a race car. I sat in a cardboard box and sped down the hill. What's Molly Lou going to do? You guessed it. I bet she's going to make. And so she did. Wow, look at that. That's pretty fancy out of cardboard. Very colorful. Molly Lou Melon lay on her back in the tall, willowy grass. Her grandmother had told her, back in the old days, I didn't have a television. I watched the clouds that floated by, and I saw lots of things in them. So she did. All right, what kind of things do you see in the clouds? There's like a sea monster, dinosaur, maybe a seal. There's it looks like Abraham Lincoln, maybe. There's a bicycle. What else do you see? One day, new neighbors moved in next door. When Molly Lou Melon went to welcome their little girl, she heard Gertie say to her mom, I am bored, bored, bored. Molly Lou Melon invited Gertie over to play. I think that's Gertie. On Monday, Gertie brought over her Darling Darla Deluxe dollhouse, complete with an electric mixer and working chandeliers. Molly Lou Melon showed Gertie her tree root palace, complete with an acorn cap diner, plates, woven leaf air conditioning system, and a cicada jacuzzi. Gertie was amazed. On Tuesday, Gertie drove over in her battery-operated, fully loaded Coupe de Ville. Look out below, Molly Lou Melon screamed right before hurtling down the hill in her turbo boxcar, hand-painted with orange and red flames. Gertie was amazed. So there's Gertie, and there's Molly Lou Melon. On Wednesday, Gertie was going to call Molly Lou Melon on her cell phone, but then she heard a strange sound coming from an old tin can that was dangling in her window. This is the operator. Will you accept a call from me, Molly Lou Melon? Yes, Gertie spoke into the can. Great, come on over. Click. Gertie was amazed. On Thursday, Gertie asked Molly Lou Melon if she'd like to come over and watch cartoons on her big screen TV. It's 120 inches wide. Molly Lou Melon said, "Not today, thanks. I'm going to go watch the clouds. They're sky wide." Gertie was amazed. On Friday, Gertie brought over a homemade doll with a frilly hollyhock skirt and violets for her hair. "It's your palace. It's for your palace," she said. And Molly Lou Melon was amazed. On Friday evening, Molly Lou Melon and Gertie were tired from playing all week. They lay down in the tall, willowy grass looking up at the clouds. "I see a butterfly," Gertie giggled, "and a penguin and a refrigerator." Molly Lou Melon opened her eyes wide and grinned her biggest grin. "I see a grandma-shaped cloud winking at me." And Molly Lou Melon winked back. Well, that was quite an adventure with Molly Lou Melon and Gertie. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I. See you next time.